It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Browns' electric quarterback as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Browns and the Bucs. All that and more coming up next.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Browns in this matchup. This is one of those games that old school guys dream about.
Absolutely, and count me among those guys because we got the #1 rushing offense in the league taking on the #1 defense in the league. And that, to me, says this is going to be a hard-hitting game that's going to be won in the trenches. Partner, I'm already taped up. Maybe you and I should pad up for this one.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And right away he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
As you and I both know, one reason teams sprint plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former second overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Mariota to throw it. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are.
The challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field, and he's going to ask the officials to take another look. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Play action now. Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Chubb will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Hunt will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up. down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing is Brady on third down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered. Yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
To throw, it's Brady. Completes it again to Gage. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Fournette is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the...
And a loose football. And the Buccaneers have it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw again on second down. Mariota, he's got the connection to Cooper. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Browns at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Mariota. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll go down at the 28. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll run with Hunt on second down, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mariota. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns Browns have moved out in front.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverage.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Brady to throw. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And that is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota now, eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. They go play action. Mariota. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down and 4, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mariota. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
He completes it to Beckham. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
A partner that locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the 1st quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota drops it off for Chubb. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
This caught out left by Bell.
Touchdown!
David Bell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
York on now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And David Bell closed things out with a touchdown catch.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense back out. There's the veteran bruiser, the running back, Leonard Fournette.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Third catch of this first half for them, and this one is a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Brady now on first down.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He is going to find Hill here. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. On target over the middle to Hill. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. White is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ethan Carter. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are back within a score. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. And tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On second and 11 now. Mariota caught here by Bell. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Over the middle to Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On play action, Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. It's caught by OBJ.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Mariota now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw Mariota. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mariota on first down. Flushed out right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Chubb will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. To throw is Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
York now for the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now a play fake, Brady. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On second down, here's Fournette. Down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. 15 yards. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Now it's Ryan Succop after the touchdown to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. Cleveland offense making their way out.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Brady.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half #1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Brady again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got it at the last second, but fixed the ball free and kept them out of the end zone.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Extra point put through by Succop, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. Baltimore heading south to take on Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. Marvin Jones, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mariota to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They go play action. Mariota. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mariota. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Mariota's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mariota on the keeper. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Play fake. Mariota. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mariota. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. York able to send this one through,
and they have regained the lead. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
That throw by Brady incomplete. A shotgun give to Fournette. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Returnable for Grant. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs ready to take over once again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one is incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and this game is tied.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
And the Browns getting set to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mariota now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Mariota.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. To throw again on second down. Mariota
swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Chubb with the first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Mariota now from the 50. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Mariota.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Brady again. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Suck up for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this one too low. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mariota to throw it. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On play action, Mariota. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 25 on second down, Brady. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Brady. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bucs on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That throw by Brady incomplete.
How about this defense? They give away a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Browns drive about to get started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Finding room at midfield. Still on his feet. Odell Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at him go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point try now for Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, Mariota. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Mariota again. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mariota. Swings this out for Hunt. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Chubb, they'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles. This is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway?
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Mariota now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper from 4 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from the tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Brady going to throw. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Brady now on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Up the gut, Fournette. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 181 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. Open man is Hill, he's got it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Brady to Gage for a Tampa 1st.
Here's Brady to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by 7. A little under 2.5 to go. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down. First down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Mariota.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Mariota. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Bucs, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.